Hello, welcome to the live after show for the 4th episode of Chapter 2 of Mass Effect MERCS. This being the end of a chapter, series, season, whatever you want to call it. We're doing after show live. So, everything was going fine, I will say, from my point of view, until Debagek hit with sneaky lightning damage, which was doubled against a mech.
That was very nice.
Because that was well over 100 points of damage, I think, with the sneak. With the vulnerability.
Yeah, I kind of figured lightning might be effective against it, but I was far away and didn't get much opportunity to have a turn, so once I got there and was able to do it, it was fun.
You say that, like, you just, like, absolutely murdered it, and then you attacked Shiru, and then Shiru got really, really hurt, and really, really hurt.
Yeah, very quickly.
Okay.
Mark, you're muted, by the way.
I was just saying, still, those legendary actions were, oh boy.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
they were fun. They were fun though. I still can't believe none of us went down fully.
Yeah.
I came close. I came very close.
Yes.
I got hit once.
It's true.
E tried to shatter my legs. Not
He
cool.
He tried to shatter my face.
Yep.
Are you sad you didn't get anybody?
She was not necessarily going to go for a kill. She was going to go for a down, and then she was going to threaten to shoot them while they were down unless you let her leave.
Was there any scenario in which we all left peacefully?
Yeah, if you let her leave.
Oh no.
No. That wasn't on the cards.
I did debate her surrendering, but I was like, she thinks she can get away just around the corner and get into the shuttle. And as she stepped around the corner, she didn't know you were there, so I was like, she'll do that. And then if you want to do the held action, then you just popped her.
So, interesting thing in the moment where I was like, oh, I know what Gek would do in this moment. When Leslie, she was basically threatening to kill Poe and such, talking to Leslie, is I would have been like, if I was Leslie, I would have pretended like, I give up, whatever, you can leave. And then as she goes to leave, then you blow her up, you know?
I'm just so glad Leslie got that final hit.
Yes, that was poetic. That was good.
I feel like she would have been happy if anybody got it, but it was definitely some little bit of a taste of revenge satisfaction for her as well.
Yep. And then Leslie has to deal with the fact that she killed her own mother.
You know, there are going to be some maybe more art therapy classes on the
I feel
ship.
you've got to take another trip to Bob Ross.
Yeah, just to work through some of these
Remote
feelings.
sessions.
Also, just with her being like, oh, I'm so glad you made friends as she's trying to kill them is just so
See,
awful.
You pitched me like this evil, like, Quarian who had raised you and trained you, and I was like, yes, this person is very evil. But look at this! A woman who was still working on the evil program but had humanity and sympathy. This I'm more interested in. This person, he can come in later. Her? Yes, give me her. I would like someone who understands the, like, you do the bad thing, but it's still bad. And I was like, yes, she is going to understand bad things, but still want to do them for the greater good.
So her nickname is now Mech Mommy Mara.
Mech Mommy Mara. Except that she's dead now.
Now she's dead,
Well,
Mama Mara.
we actually have her body on board the shuttle. Yeah. What kind of interesting things, I wonder, did she have? Probably some cool mods, but
I want to know if Radamanthus is the person who sent us on this mission in the first place.
Yeah, that's really peculiar.
Yeah, Alien would 100% be like, cool, who's our employer this time? Because kill them.
I'll let you know secretly. You're actually being employed by Liara.
Oh, yay!
You're being employed by the Shadow Broker.
That's
So
wild.
in this timeline,
Why
it's
on earth
Liara.
is she?
And yeah, so I'd say even more important than any fancy armor mods that she might have had would be her Omni tool for any further information.
And that's where you'd find out about how to get to Radamanthus. And that's where we would start the third chapter. Yes.
I'm really glad we grabbed her body.
Yeah, otherwise it would start
yes.
with a very long investigation and less luck. And she
I
has
was
no
gonna
armor
say that,
mods. She's actually not that powerful as herself. She just has some pretty good powers being an engineer, but she's got no armor mods and not even a weapon. Doesn't even have a pistol.
Proficiency in psychology and manipulation.
Yes.
And I'm really glad I upcast that last warp because she would have succeeded in the.
If it was second level,
That's
it
so
would auto
nice.
succeed, yeah.
That was so nice.
And she had psychic strain, so it had done damage to you, which may have made you drop your flight.
Yep.
Which I was sitting there with mine, and I was like, I could just show that ability for you there, E. I could have clicked it on my character sheet.
Yeah, some of you were complaining about, hey, I have Disrupt Biotics and I've never used it. And I'm like, I give you 2 Vanguards who use Biotics on you, and none of you use your powers. It's fine.
I was
I
focused
didn't
on.
see them use any biotics. I saw them die.
Use some. They were around for a turn.
They charged.
And Shockwave.
Well, they tried to. That's right. They tried to.
They tried to. Yes. But hey, we blew up that, or imploded that Cerberus base, so that's pretty good.
We
You
also
wanna know
flew
what
our ship directly into the side of it. Let's not forget
I loved
that.
it as an attack
Escaped.
strategy. I was like, sure, yeah, like a crash dive and then emergency burn at the last moment. I like it, sure. You have no way to get out, but you'll have to try and hotwire that.
It worked out. It all worked out.
You want to know the base kind of message that was given to Leslie from Gek?
What is it like? Here's the accounts for all my like evil money from assassinating people. Please spend it on a good cause.
Yeah, he was fully anticipating sacrificing his life for everybody to get out. So like everything in there is about like, here's my accounts, here's the people that like I know and contacts who know about all the different things, all of that stuff. It also was written before Leslie came in and told Gek that she loved him, and so like in that was also
Pro
in
says
there.
like at the end, like, by the way, I love you. I know you might not reciprocate this, and I hope it's so real. Right. Okay.
So yeah.
Aelin was planning on the same thing of the whole sacrificing. Make sure everybody else is out. So I guess we just have to duke it out.
Leslie would be very sad reading this 2 days later, like, oh, he was planning on just dying. So if there is a season 3, there might be a conversation about that.
There's also in that message the kind of conversation that Aelin and Gek had about like how he felt like he was a person who leaves destruction and death in his wake. So that's also in there.
So many
Okay, lots of
things.
art therapy classes needed for
All of us, maybe?
Poe's fine. Just a little
Poe's fine.
vengeful.
Oh, I still want to ask Aelin so many questions. You're so secretive about things. Oh,
Here's the thing, though. Your galactic readiness in Mass Effect 3 is going to be a bit lower now. You don't have an army of Geth subservient to you.
Well,
I'd rather have them as
We
sentient
can
allies.
figure that
Thanks.
out. Leslie knows how to do that stuff. I think it'll be fine.
make an army of happy soldiers.
Or
Yes.
recruit another engineer. Get a bigger ship.
we'll have an army of Geth that has joined us of their own free will. Thank you.
That.
Yeah. I'm sorry, the only person who can apparently end a 300-year-long civil war and a genocide isn't Commander Shepard. No one else can do that in 3 days. Gift of the power of plot.
I met my mom story time number 2.
Well, I'm pretty sure I can get Commander Shepard on the horn if need be. So there's that.
Really? Do you know him? Oh, no, I should have said, do you know her?
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
For them.
Actually, I do know her as well, so I could actually.
That was good. I'll be honest, I was hoping you'd give me a reason to drop the station. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, that was.
Glad that Bunny decided to roll well at the end of the episode.
Yes, that was totally my decision. It was all me. I totally went into the quantum roller and changed the code. Totally, it's something I
Totally,
can
100%.
No, that was because that was 3 vehicle handling rolls. They were all above like a 21 or 22, I think. So
22 was the lowest, yeah.
22
It
is
was
lowest, yeah.
DC 18. Each pass gave you a point of like to passing, and you need 3, and each failure would give you a point towards doom and death.
Yeah, but it was a nail biter, as I say, all the way through. It wasn't just that last moment. It was like constant throughout the
Everything.
entire. Yeah.
High stakes.
If you'd have waited until Aelin defrosted, it would have been DC 20. So you'd have still passed.
I'm glad I didn't burn your legs off or that you got them shattered by ice.
It's funny because like I figured like Aelin would have tried to move her legs and felt how it was and was like, I'd rather you melt them off, like melt this shit off so I can move. And like if I take some damage, okay, cool. Like I still have barrier ticks up and stuff. Like I can still mitigate that. But like, yeah.
Yeah. I looked at the ability and was like, this is a really evil ability. It's a finale. Sure. Yeah, the head one at -5, I was like, it's probably not gonna hit, but I like the idea of using it and missing and being like, yeah, by the way, that could have totally just insta-killed you, and then getting the...
The thing is with that, where was that roll? Because you rolled like a 12 on it. I gotta find that roll.
Yeah.
It was a 12. If it had been the 23, you would have hit.
Yep. And then you'd have been blind, death. If it had shattered, it would have just broken your head off, and you'd have taken damage and stuff as well. It was pretty rough.
Yeah.
But she's not a fighter. She doesn't have a huge amount of HP. She's not meant to. The mech is the scary part, and the mech was nice and scary.
It was.
Yes. So Rhadamanthus, you say? Yes.
Yeah, then okay. Right, before we go, any questions, chat in particular? Like, unless you have anything you would like to query about this little campaign and our lovely band of misfits and...
I mean, I pose the question to chat every time.
Adorable.
How many of you would want to
chips.
see a third run of this show?
You
When
query
is
the chat
season
every
3?
time? I was like, you query the chat every time after the very first episode in chapter 1. Do you want a season 3?
No, I meant at the end of the season.
Okay.
End of the season. Nobody wants to watch more.
Nobody. Yeah, there we go. They say nobody. That's it. We're cancelled.
Yeah, well,
Right.
it was a good run. It was a good run.
a good run.
To be fair, it's not technically renewed either, so it's not really canceled
True.
if it's.
And I think that Mark is going to be pretty busy for some reason in about, a few weeks' time. Don't know why that would be.
Little while.
Yeah.
Over the next little while. Yeah.
13 days.
Fine, it just gives
Now
us
that
a
I'm-
lot more downtime as our characters do a whole bunch of different stuff before we find the third area.
That's
Now,
true.
I assume that we will get to level up.
You would level up now, yes.
Nice. What a shame.
And on that note, thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the chapter. Again, I would like to very much say, as a GM, thank you very much to my amazing little party here. They were absolutely a joy to GM for. And Chip and Mom and Dad and everything. They're like an adorable, incestuous family. So, yeah, thank you very much to them. And on that note, thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait, we had tips. I should read the tips.
Oh, read the tips.
I'll read the tips. I just
the
remembered.
tips.
They know my stuff. Reminder, we have announcements. Ascension GM that's coming soon. VTM, Silence of Shadows, guest final characters now out. New guest cast starting on Sunday. The new show next week. It's Call of Cthulhu. It's going to be GM by London. It's great. And there's a public after show right now, which you've just watched. And the Ascension after show and MP3s are now live. There you go. Tips. Leo the Owlbear, $12.02. When is chapter 3? This is awesome. Another one. I mean, I think we just confirmed that no one wants another one. So thank you very much, Leo. Greatly appreciate the tip. Thank you very much indeed. And yeah, right. Everyone, really, really quickly, where can they catch you? Where can they catch you?
Tyler Scheid, just search it on Google, Apocalypse_12, pretty much everywhere.
Katie Peters plays on Twitch. Play Katie Play on Twitter. I'm raising money for St. Jude. Come say hi tomorrow. Vote for season 3.
Hi, Mark.
Season 3.
Mark.
Season 3.
Hello, I'm Mark Mayer. You can find me at Mark Mayer on Instagram, Mark_Mayer on Twitter. You can see me on the Black Dice Society on the official Dungeons & Dragons YouTube and Twitch every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific. And you can listen to me on Stitch of Fate, a podcast by night. And new episodes of that drop every Friday wherever you find a podcast.
Bye.
Buddy.
Lioness on Twitter, on Twitch. I'm actually going to be hanging out on the Roll20 channel tonight because we're doing a charity stream for Hate is a Virus. So come hang out because they're playing Masks. It's going to be super fun. It's got
Masks
like
fun.
Rock'em Sakura and stuff. Was what?
Masks is fun. I like masks.
Yeah, Masks. I am not going to play it, and Lily Sparks is running it. She's really, really good. But yeah, so that's me. When the Legendary Edition comes out, feel free to gush about it with me on Twitter because I'm okay with that.
I need to hit up EA again because I think my contact left. Need to go find a new one. Right, and you can find me on Twitch and YouTube. Anyway, bye.